Siobhan is always bullying me and telling me what to do. But there is a school of thought that suggests that women should be submissive to their men.
Yeah, if you came out of the 1950s. Maybe.
Good
for you, Paul.
I contend that it's inherent in a woman's nature to be submissive to the man.
Oh, Jesus. We're going back into the Stepford Wives here.
It's back in Ireland.
Oh my God.
Your mother, your grandmother, like when they were at home minding the babies, and then the husband came in, they would feed the husband first. The husband got priority, and everybody had to be quiet. Shut up. Daddy's
Actually,
eating.
I kind of still do that.
You see?
It's like a generational thing where I'll feed my husband
It's
first.
genetic. It's in your DNA.
It's second bet into me. That's
Yes.
what it is.
So you feed your husband first, and then the kids, and then if there's any scraps left over, you might get a few bits and pieces and lick the
Isn't that
saucepan.
shocking? Actually, I remember a counsellor years ago bringing my attention to the fact that I was always the last person to sit down to the table.
Yeah.
I looked after everybody else first, then I'd sit down. You know, but that's just the way it was done.
Yes,
Like
but you
I
see,
didn't really consciously make that decision. It
that
just,
you were repeating, you were perpetuating this, you were
just
keeping it
followed
going.
What my mom did, what my sisters did.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you ever see any of
Same.
those manuals, instruction books from the 1950s that were given to wives? This is how
Lads,
you should be.
this is ridiculous. Wait till you hear this.
See, a woman, like, she had to be dressed up, like when her husband came home from work. She had to like look after, make sure her hair and her makeup was done. She was dressed
Actually,
nicely.
who flippin' give out that manual? Was it? It was given out to women after they got married.
It was kind of like
back in the 1950s.
yeah, but it was given by their own mothers, maybe. I don't know, was it like government sponsored? But you see some of them online. But it was kind of like she had to present herself well
Yes.
to make sure she was a pleasing
His
appearance to her
slippers at the
husband.
door.
Instead of like modern day, they'll be in their pajamas and big woolly slippers,
If you're lucky.
baggy pajamas and big
Yeah.
cheap.
My bunny rabbit.
Bunny rabbit slippers and stuff like that, you know. So then she had to make sure that his dinner was ready. She'd have to make sure that he could sit down. She'd take off his shoes, have his slippers ready, warmed. Maybe massage his feet before that.
Oh, puke.
Have his pipe ready, and his newspaper, of course. And then she had to be attentive and listen to him, to ask him about his day.
And not bring up any of her issues or
No.
challenges during the day. She wasn't allowed to speak.
No, well, she wouldn't have had it as an interesting day as he had at the office.
You
so
are
she could
flying
listen
very
to.
close to the flame, Paul.
I'm just leaning back out of shot here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she had to listen to his anecdotes about what happened in the office.
Yeah.
And then she had to make sure the kids were washed and scrubbed and cleaned and presentable.
Oh my God.
You know, like what was it like in your house? Are they killing each other, throwing things at each other?
Jesus, it
You
was
know.
a full-time job keeping our two separated. So it was. It actually was. Yeah, madness. Jesus.
Oh, I am going to say
us.
something. I'm going to say something that you are going to find it hard to disagree with.
Oh God.
That I think. Do you remember when 50 Shades came out?
Yeah.
I heard many women saying they would love a guy like Christian Grey.
Oh.
A man who would just take over and dominate
bless
and
it.
tell them what to do, everything.
Yeah,
they would
but
be
you're
totally
Paul,
submissive.
That's a fantasy, you know? It's not reality. Like, no. Like, I think that if you wanted to play that out as sort of a fantasy situation, but no woman wants that in modern day society on a continuous basis.
Not indefinitely. Just like for an evening or something, is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
Why? What? Why would you want a man to be dominating you?
Because you see, men know better. Like men know better as regards, finances, for example.
Oh my God.
The man, he would be bringing home the bacon. So he would be able to say, this is what he'd give her a few pounds for the shopping.
Right.
And to get her to have a nice skirt somewhere, or a bit of makeup, or a headscarf or something.
How generous.
And he would organise everything.
Yes.
Tell her what to do.
Yeah. Okay. So how many years back are we going? Paul has gone like 100 years back into the past at this stage.
Or as regards cooking. Like, so the woman is cooking every day for 365 days a year, but barbecue season comes. You can do, let's This is my domain.
Yeah.
I know. Stand back, everybody. I'm cooking.
The man is out.
Yeah. The man's cook. Of course, she has to do the wash up afterwards and all of that.
God, yeah, dreadful. It's the other way around in our house.
But I think getting more serious, because I am a bit tongue in cheek.
You're gonna get it. Yeah.
Yeah. I do think that because a lot of women tend to lack confidence, and I think because a lot of women are emotionally vulnerable to their thoughts, that they'll think nice things about themselves, and then somebody might say something to take it up. Oh God, maybe I need to change everything, go home. I look terrible. Men don't suffer from that, and I think that sometimes because men are more emotionally stable, that women draw strength from men. So if you have a strong, stable man in their life, that is attractive to a woman, and she kind of goes, well, yeah, I'll align myself with that and I'll feel better.
Well, that's a very interesting theory, because I would say the opposite is true.
Oh, go on,
Yeah.
you're just saying that.
Because, like, look at the feckin' manual that had to be made in the 1950s for, like, women to, you know, pander to the man and make sure he felt like he did a really good job today.
Yeah.
And that he's fully supported emotionally at home,
Yeah.
and that she's not talking about any of her emotions.
Oh, no talking the telly's on.
And yet women are supposed to be, like, you know, weak emotionally. What? No, I don't think so. You guys would be fecked without us. Fecked!
Ah, yeah.
See, you can't argue with me, girls.
Go.
Comment in the, down below, actually, if you have any experience with these issues.
If you're into submission, if it's your thing,
Yeah, let us know about it.
because I do think that it is part and parcel of a lot of relationships. You'll see, I mentioned this in a previous video, sometimes you observe people walking on, the man will be walking a little bit ahead of the woman who's half a step behind, and then the kids. It's like something you would have seen in prehistoric times.
Good God.
And they instinctively know their place.
I've seen a lot more women opening doors for men recently.
Or
and I
smacking
think
them in the
it's
face
pretty
with a
cool.
door as I'm.
Bang!
So if I appear in the next week's video with a flat nose and 2 black eyes, it's not that I've been
I'm not
willingly
an
submissive.
abusive
I've
person.
been, you know.
He starts.
In fairness, we're having a little bit of a laugh, and I'm kind of
Yeah.
arguing that I'm the devil's advocate on this. So please, if there's a mob of women outside, don't lynch me.
Yeah, he's not really like
these-
this, lads.
I want to disassociate myself from my own opinions. These are not my own opinions. We are the Happy Headers. Like us, subscribe to us, and we'll talk to you soon.